it's so good. Really good. Nice.
All right. Hey everyone, here today with Alex Hanifin, founder of Alpine Start.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank
you. Okay, first of all, we haven't had any caffeine yet, so I'm definitely feeling a little bit on the low energy side, and I'm hoping we're going to rectify that soon.
Yep.
But not before we
hang
tell
in there.
everyone about this incredible company. So, here's the deal. Millions of people are addicted to caffeine. But we don't really call it an addiction because I don't know why. I don't know why we don't call it that. Is it an addiction?
I mean, we think of it more as a ritual, but I mean, it is. It is. Well, you feel different if you don't have your coffee or caffeine. You feel tired or out of it, or you often blame things that are going on in your day if you don't have your caffeine.
That's
so yeah,
true. We need to stop playing the blame game.
It is. It is a blame game.
I know. So here's the deal. You are a woman who started this incredible instant coffee business called Alpine Start. So you're a woman in a dirty industry. I'm assuming it's a pretty dirty industry.
Yep.
Getting a business off the ground that speaks to a passion, right? It comes from the heart. So tell us why you started this company.
Well, I started the company about 2 years ago with a business partner, Matt Siegel, and there was just a need. There was instant coffee has always had sort of this legacy of being bad, or your grandma's kind of instant coffee.
Was it like Sanka or Folgers Instant or something? Like
Nescafe.
Just bad.
Old school.
Okay.
It's old school.
Old school.
It hasn't been developed in a while, and no one, it's kind of like your backup coffee. And so, being an adventurer and athlete and just coffee lover, we said, hey, what if we didn't actually have to drink bad instant coffee? What if we actually made instant coffee good? Is that even possible? Is that a thing? And so, with a lot of research and dedication, we figured out how to actually make instant coffee taste good.
I love it. And so here's the deal. Matt is also a really special person.
Yes.
He's a high-profile athlete, right?
Yes.
And you guys developed this brand together from the field. So it's a brand that speaks to fitness enthusiasts and outdoor-minded people who want to explore the world, and adventure runs in our blood, even if it's just the adventure of a regular business day.
The idea literally came when on a cliff. Like, it's called a portaledge. So portaledge is like where you climb a mountain or a rock face, and then you literally have to sleep on the side of the rock face because you still have more to go, and you set up basically like a tent. And so 1,000 feet off the ground, you're buckled and hooked into the side of the rock, and that's kind of where the idea was like, making coffee on a portaledge is really hard
because there's not enough adrenaline already happening.
Totally. There's no flat surfaces. And so that's literally where the idea was like, okay, there has to be a better way. And then it turns out a lot of other people had similar experiences, hypothetically, or not necessarily on a portaledge, but just in other situations where instant coffee would be a really handy thing to have. And so we're like, hey, okay, let's try it.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Now, I don't hang off things because I do have a fear of heights.
It's fair.
That's okay. It's valid. But so tell me more about caffeine, okay? Because when I don't have my coffee, it affects me in a lot of ways, right? So I read an article every other day that either says 3 cups of coffee or 3 to 5 cups of coffee a day are great for you, it will prolong your life, or 3 to 5 cups of coffee will send you into cardiac arrest.
Totally.
So what's the truth here?
Well, I always look at it, I mean, everyone's body is different, right? And so for me, if I was to have, 5 cups of coffee, I think I would just be a jitterbug and totally crash. If I had 0 cups of coffee, I think I would be a total zombie and I wouldn't be able to function. So for me, that 2 cup of coffee a day is like perfect. It's my morning ritual, it gets me happy, it's exciting. I love to start my day and envision, what's happening in my life over my cup of coffee in the morning. So that really energizes me.
Gosh, there's just such a visual component to it. Like, I can smell it, I can feel it.
You literally hold the mug and it just goes into your face, and it's this amazing thing. So, but, you know, on the other hand too, there are, you know, caffeine comes in a lot of different ways, right? So there's different levels of caffeine. So some coffee has more caffeine than others, and it all comes down to the bean of the coffee, and the roast, and the brew, and there's all those components. So I think it's a little bit of a, you know, test and trial to find that perfect blend. And for us, you know, we do sort of this medium roast, which is, you know, kind of the perfect amount of caffeine, so you don't get super jittery, but you know, you kind of can jumpstart your day, which we like. So that's, but then there's other caffeines too, like we were talking about, like green tea is a much lower caffeine.
Right.
Or there's like soda, which has obviously caffeine in it, but that has all the other junk in it, which we don't necessarily want to put in our bodies. So,
I mean, that's the thing. And that's the thing about Alpine Start is this coffee is very clean. It's
Very
just
clean.
coffee.
Just coffee.
There's no additives.
Nope. And it's all single source from the same origin. Yeah. So we love our beans.
We love your beans.
We're very special.
We love our beans.
Yay!
We're finally gonna have our coffee.
I know.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited. Okay, so first of all, there are many benefits to drinking instant coffee.
Yep.
A lot of people put their nose in the air. Like I offered one to someone the other day and she didn't know about you yet. And she's like, instant coffee? No, I've already had my coffee today. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So tell me some of the things you're hearing.
Yep. So, yeah, like we kind of talked about, instant coffee has kind of been known as like your grandma's instant coffee, burned, bitter, just not that great.
Mm-hmm.
So ours is really smooth. It doesn't have that burned taste. It doesn't have that bitterness. It's really easy on the stomach too. That was my biggest thing, is the acidity. Some coffees are like
totally
kind of upset your stomach. So this doesn't, which is really, really a great benefit. The other thing is you don't need a machine. Machines are kind of yucky. Like the Keurig machine, a lot of people don't know that those have molds in them. You can't really see them. Those little cups drive me nuts. They like are just disgusting. These are all recyclable. You can compost our box. So we're a little bit more eco-friendly too with our packaging, which we're really
which is
excited
super
about.
cool.
Yeah.
So by the way, this is instant coffee that actually tastes good. Instant coffee that doesn't suck. I love it.
Yep.
Okay, so let's down some. All right, so all we need is what?
So they come in these little sachets.
Okay.
Yep.
This is a sachet.
Sachet. Someone said that the other day. We were calling them packets.
Okay, I'm like, I feel like a pro. Like what? Like I'm doing something. I don't know, illegal. Like shaking it down.
Then,
that was easy.
Yeah, and then you just like comes in just like fine powder.
You pick your
need
favorite
now.
mug. Oh, you have an Alpine Start
My
mug.
little camping mug.
I want one of those.
Yeah,
This is
I'll
so
give you one. So like we love the outdoors, so
Awesome.
Outdoorsy. Yeah, and then this is aluminum, so you can just recycle that.
Okay, but wait, we need water?
We do need water.
Can you use cold water or hot water?
You can use cold water.
You do cold brew?
So you can do cold water.
Pretty
Have
awesome.
a nice little iced coffee.
Oh.
But I happen to have just a little bit of hot
Look
water.
at what was hiding. It's
Right
so
here.
awesome.
So
Okay, great. So we just
add
pump up the
water.
jam.
You can just add any temperature water.
And like 8 ounces, is that about right?
Perfect.
Or as much as strong or weak?
Yeah, if you do 8 ounces, it's a little stronger. If you do 12 ounces, it's a little bit milder. You can even add almond milk. I heard someone took almond milk and like shook it, and then it was like frothy, and it was like a latte, an almond
Like
milk
an
latte.
Alpine Start latte?
Yeah.
We don't even need these beautiful
No,
stirrers.
looks like we're good.
Because it's stirred already.
Yeah.
Just by
It's
pouring
dissolved.
it.
Yeah, instantly dissolved.
Oh.
Yeah,
Mm.
cheers.
Oh, I love it. Any time of day.